Hello and welcome to episode 29, the final episode at the Berlin Flamingos on the Baseball Journeyman. And today we will wrap up our time at the club. We will have our end of season awards, among other things. And excitingly, by the end of the episode, we will know who our next club on the Journeyman is going to be. But before any of that, we need to induct a player into the Journeyman Hall of Fame. So let's head inside now and congratulate Leo Burrer, who was inducted into the Hall of Fame as the Playoff Series MVP. So he joined some of the other great names of the Journeyman so far on the board of wonder. Let's still go with that. And but there is also going to be 3 other players put forward this episode to be inducted as Berlin Flamingos. So let's have a look now at who the first of the nominees is. You have to vote to get these guys in. So let's have a look at the first nomination. And that nominee is none other than Tyler Benninghoff. What a star he has been. While he was at the Flamingos, he had a record of 23-2. Incredible stuff. An E.R.A. of 2.42. An incredible 330 strikeouts. A whip of .98. And he was a 2-time All-Star as well. Now, the way this works is going to be a link in the description down below for Tyler Benninghoff, along with our other 2 nominees, which will follow later in the episode. Click on that link. It'll be a simple, should Tyler Benninghoff be inducted into the Hall of Fame? Yes or no? 75% of a yes vote will mean Tyler Benninghoff joins the other guys in the Baseball Journeyman Hall of Fame. But that's enough of this right now. Let's head off to the end of season awards and see who won all the awards. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Berlin Flamingos End of Season Awards! Thank you! Oh wow, thank you everybody. Thank you. What an honor this is. Thank you everybody and welcome to the End of Season Awards at the Berlin Flamingos. My final public act as the general manager of this great German baseball institution, let's call it. It has been a fantastic season that has seen us lift the championship for the first time in club history. The players have been superb. We really do have to start by congratulating them as a squad before we get to the individual awards with a big round of applause. Well done, boys. You're legends, all of you. The first award tonight is for the pitcher with the most wins this season. And what hasn't been said about this guy already? An absolute legend of the Berlin Flamingos. He had 12 wins this season. It was a club record. The winner is Tyler Benninghoff. Next up, we acknowledge the batter with the highest batting average. And this guy, we've already seen him inducted into the Hall of Fame this evening. And he was an absolute star this season. A batting average of .417. Well done, Leo Burrer. The next award is the Golden Bullseye, awarded to the man hit most by pitchers. And this guy was good this year for us. He really, really was. He has 3 bruises to show for it. Really, you should be getting hit more if you're going to win this trophy. But with 3 times hit, the winner is Peter Freundorfer. The next award is the Golden Anchor, awarded to the man who drags us down, the man who has hit into the most double plays this season. And, well, this guy hit into 6 double plays. Add that to his 3 bruises, and that's 9 at-bats to forget. The winner is Peter Freundorfer. The next award is the Golden Boot, awarded to the pitcher who has issued the most walks this past season. And this guy, new to the team this year, he was for the most part superb. But he did like to issue a walk. 41 of them, in fact. So the winner of the Golden Boot is Colby Gomes. The next award is the Golden Glasses, awarded to the batter with the most strikeouts. Obviously, these glasses will hopefully help him see the ball more next season. Now, with 31 strikeouts, it's not a bad tally, to be honest, not too bad. But this guy, he stood out there in center field for us. He anchored the lineup at number 9. The winner is Marcel Vockel. The next award is the Golden K, awarded to the pitcher with the most strikeouts. And this season, well, Benninghoff missed a few games. And that has opened up the door for another person to win this. And that person has taken his opportunity and run with it. 164 strikeouts, nothing to sneeze at. He doesn't just issue walks, he also gets the strikeouts. It's Colby Gomes. The next award is the Golden Broom, awarded to the man who sweeps clean the bases, the man with the most RBIs, and it was a club record it took to win the award this season. An incredible 51 RBIs, and that winner is Peter Freundorfer. The next award is for the pitcher with the best E.R.A. And this guy, he is the star of the pitching staff, isn't he? He had an E.R.A. this season of an incredible 1.69. And that was as a starting pitcher. The winner is Tyler Benninghoff. The next award is for most home runs hit. And this guy, well, he hit 4 home runs, and I think at least 2 of them were grand slams. He loves an RBI. We've seen him up here so many times already this evening. The winner is Peter Freundorfer. The next award is the Horse's Ass, awarded to this season's worst player. And this season, it's not so much the worst player as the biggest tease of a player. This guy batted over 700 for the first 5 or 6 games this season, and then picked up a season-ending injury. So for teasing us all and making us wonder what might have been, the Horse's Ass goes to Devlin Granberg. And now it is time to acknowledge this season's best pitcher. Now there is, as ever, a formula we use to determine that. That, along with all of tonight's winners, is listed for you down in the description. And in third spot, it was out of the bullpen, Stoltz. Hans Stoltz, I forget your first name, sorry Stoltz, but he had a score of 14.77. In second place, with a score of 46.13, it's starter number 2, Colby Gomes. But the winner, we all know who it is. An insane score this year of 83.43. It's the Hoff, Tyler Benninghoff. And now it's time to acknowledge the batting side of things with the award of the best batter. Now again, there is a formula used to determine this, which is down in the description. And in third spot with a score of 29.76, it's Drew Campbell. In second place, with a score of 30.97, it's Kai Cabina. But the winner, with a score of 35.88, it's the Hall of Fame inductee, it's Leo Burrer. And now it is time to award the big one, the Golden All-Star for this season's best Berlin Flamingo. And it's always a tough decision, this one, particularly in a championship winning year. But I think if we're all honest with ourselves, there's one man who carries this ball club everywhere he goes. So the Golden All-Star for this season is Tyler Benninghoff. So there we go, that is all the awards for the evening. Congratulations to Tyler and the rest of the winners. A big night for Peter Freundorfer as well. But as I said, that is it. That's it for me at the Berlin Flamingos as well. It has been an honour, a true honour to manage this baseball club. And you'll always have a fond place in my heart. But it is time for me to move on. I wish you all the best for the future. And enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you for you in the auditorium coming out. Thank you for you watching at home. And yeah, I look forward to seeing how you get on in the post-Aussie villain era. Good night, everybody, and thank you. So there we go, end of season awards done. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think Benninghoff had to be the player of the season, didn't he? The Golden Star winner. He was just absolutely brilliant. But it's time now for our second nominee for potential Hall of Fame induction, and that man is Drew Campbell. Now, while we're at the Flamingos, he had a batting average of .399, so close to that 400. He hit 3 home runs. He hit 40 RBIs. He had an insane on-base percentage. He was known for his walks, of course, and he had an on-base percentage of .628. That is ridiculous. He was a 2-time All-Star and a 1-time Silver Slugger winner as well for left field. So, same as the Hoff. There's a link in the description. Go down there, click on the link for Drew Campbell. 75% yes vote, and he will join the Hall of Fame. Okay, it is time for some Bundesliga awards now, and we start with the Golden Gloves, and only one Golden Glove winner for us, and that was Byron Mills Jr. at catcher. He's not a particularly good defensive player. It's the first time he's won a Golden Glove, so well done to him. But yeah, a little bit of a surprise there, perhaps. You can see all the other winners there. I don't think we recognize any. I mean, we recognize names, but they don't mean anything to us. And we're looking at the South Division. We can see them all there as well. Again, don't recognize any names there at all. That brings us, of course, to the best reliever. And it's not going to surprise you. It's none of our boys because we didn't really use our bullpen. So Daniel Theben is the reliever of the year. So well done to him. Certainly had a good season there, it looks like. And in the southern side of things, well, there they are there. If any names there mean anything to you, then you you have my what's the word I'm looking for? My credit, I guess. Let's move on quickly from that. And let's have a look at the Platinum Stick winners. We didn't have the catcher. We didn't have first base. Guy Cabina, maybe a little bit unlucky there. Second base, how has Leo Burrer not won that? That is outrageous. We don't have third base. I think you got to say that maybe Freundorfer was a little bit unlucky there as well. Shortstop we don't have, which is probably fair enough. We chopped and changed that a little bit. Drew Campbell won for left field, so well done to him. He's just been a really good player for us, hasn't he? Marcel Vockel won for center field. He's at his second Silver Slugger. So he's done quite well. It's a first, I think, isn't it, for Drew Campbell. And we didn't have the designated hitter or the right fielder. So that's a little bit surprising again there, perhaps. We only have, considering how many runs we scored, to only really have the two. And that's maybe a little bit disappointing. I'll have a look on the north side of things. Do we recognize any names there? Again, there's names we recognize, but they don't mean anything to us. That brings us to the top rookie. The top rookie has gone to Ivan Rodriguez. 18-year-old third baseman from Venezuela for EFT. Fair play to him, did quite well. Out, we had Reese Coleman, our young Australian shortstop, and Colby Gomes, probably a little bit unlucky not to have more, actually. He was quite good for a rookie season. So, yeah, maybe a little bit unlucky there. And on the Sud side of things, again, these names aren't going to mean anything to us, but it was Cam Devaney, 27-year-old second baseman for the Heidenheim Heidenkopf. He got the gong for them. So well done, Cam. Let's go on now to the best skipper and our boy Carlos Alzamar. He did win Manager of the Year, and that's fair enough because we essentially dominated German baseball this year. So he can take all the credit that he likes for that. Wonderful stuff for him. And Hancock got it for the other side. That was for Bushbinder Legionnaires, who, of course, we butchered in the playoff series. That brings us now to Pitcher of the Year. And this is outrageous. How has Benninghoff not won Pitcher of the Year? That is disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. He was injured for a bit, maybe, but still. That is outrageous. So it's the reliever again that's won it. He's thrown 28 innings all season long, and he's Pitcher of the Year over the Hoff, who was an absolute beast. That's disgusting, I think. Absolutely disgusting. There'll be a strongly worded letter going to the whoever it is that picks that. Kobe Gomes got a mention there, as did Vindermeyer. But that is, three's not bad, to be honest. And on the Sud side of things, it went to... Now, we've placed this guy in the playoffs, I think, didn't we? A closer for them. So it's weird that that's two relievers then that have won Pitcher of the Year in the German League. That does surprise me somewhat, I've got to say. Rookie of the Year, MVP, and it goes to Nick Horvath of the Paderborn Untouchables. He batted .477 this year. He had a better on-base percentage than Drew Campbell, so that's you have to take your hat off to him for that. So he wins that. A little bit disappointing. It's not one of our boys. The top man was Drew Campbell. He came in third in the voting there, just ahead of Kai Kabina. Any other names of ours that we see here? Benninghoff was there, as was Leo Burrer and Janis Vindermeyer. We had a lot of players in there, but Leo Burrer, so undervalued, I think, in this league. Absolute star he is. Look at that. Led the league's at-bats, hits, RBIs. Although we shared that with Freundorfer, of course. And on the other side of things, it was Johan Rodriguez that won the MVP, a third baseman for IT Shaw Falcons. I'm not quite sure where they're from. I don't think IT is a place. But there we go. That is all the awards for the Bundesliga. That brings us to our final Hall of Fame nomination. Alright, then it is time now for our final nomination for potential Hall of Fame induction, and the man that we're putting forward, or I'm putting forward, is Peter Freundorfer. He had a batting average of .307, not fantastic, but he did hit 8 home runs and 88 RBIs, and that included a club record 51 in a season. So no All-Star caps for him, no sort of other awards, but just an RBI machine. So, like the other two, link in the description down below. Does the RBI machine, Peter Freundorfer, get inducted into the Hall of Fame? Click the link next to his name, 75% yes vote, and Freundorfer will be inducted. So this brings us now to, well, the moment of truth, where we say goodbye to the Berlin Flamingos. I've absolutely loved my time in Germany. We've built a really, really good team here. If we go to meet the team, I mean, look at that. It's just a quality outfit that we've built here. But all good things must come to an end, and it is time to say goodbye to the Berlin Flamingos. Is there anything else here we want to have a look at before we go? I don't think necessarily there is. Other than to say thank you very much, Germany. We have breaking news out of Japanese baseball, where the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters have appointed Aussie Villain as the club's new general manager. Now, the Ham Fighters currently sit bottom of the Pacific Division and will no doubt be hoping the appointment of Villain will lead to an improvement of the team's performances. Welcome to the Ham Fighters. Here we go. Alright, Aussie, welcome to the Hokkaido Nippon Ham Fighters organization. I trust that our working relationship, I think that should be, will be a good one. I will submit some goals each year, as we know, for us to accomplish, as well as winning on the field and turning a profit. Completing these goals is the best way to keep you happy. Play close to 500, upgrade at second base for this season, improve stolen bases, increase attendance. Actual people show up. Look at this, 26 up to 35,000. Keep building the team in order to reach the playoffs in the next 2 seasons. Wow, he's not asking for much, is he? So there we go. We are officially in control of the Ham Fighters, or the Hams, as it says. It was the team I was born to manage, honestly. We're going to have a game coming straight up here, so that'll be tomorrow's episode. But before we get to that, let's have a quick look and see what we have here. We'll go and meet the team. We don't really have much of a catch-up. We have the best closer in the league, so that's a something. Haramoto looks to be the star with a bat. Is he still someone that's around? Let's have a look at him. No, he is 79. Age at retirement, 79. He's 83 now. He was playing... No, that can't be right. That surely can't be right. Anyway, no wonder he has the most games if he played till he was almost... Anyway, and we do still have... Okay, so this leading pitcher is someone that is still here. So that's a legend that we have at the club with us right now. Anything else here of note? Let's have a quick look. Who's our manager? He's controlling. He's conventional. He has been with us for 3 years. Only been a manager for this season, though. So, yeah, well, I mean, we'll give him a chance. Obviously, we'll give him a chance and see how he goes. Let's go and have a look at our pitchers. If we go and have a look at rosters, do we have a reserve roster? Do we have a minor league system? Oh, we might have a minor league. Did I miss that? We do have a minor league. Oh, okay, so this is like proper baseball now. So it's that Kikuchi from the Mariners. Well, there you go. There you go. Look at this. We're recognizing place. This is not Europe anymore, is it? There's actual quality players here. All right, so where do we go? Okay, let's go and have a quick look at our pitching stuff then. We just saw this guy, I think, didn't we? So we know about him. We have Matt Clark. Okay, he looks okay. Let's not give him any more of a credit than that. Fataki. Again, we'll say yes. He might be one to be off. This guy looks promising, 25 as well. Look, they're actually getting paid like some serious money here as well. A lefty as well, which is nice. Kikuchi, now he will be absolute quality at Japanese level, won't he? So he could be a big part of us going forward. In the bullpen, we have Iguchi, who his E.R.A is good this year, but he doesn't look particularly fantastic. Has good control though, so that's something going for him. Kieda, again, looks okay with a 36, without being spectacular. Alexander Martinez, He is decent, you'd say. We've got here E.R.A, looks okay as well. He's won a title somewhere. He's been the Nippon champion. So I wonder if the club won recently. We'll have to go and have a look at that as well. Okay, here we go. We've got our closer, I think, Jose Quadraja. He was E.R.A of 10 this year, but he looks quite good though, doesn't he? So that's interesting that he's struggling so badly. Takahashi, I should say, again looks okay. A lot of pitches maybe could be a little bit better. We've got Yashu, I guess. He doesn't quite look good enough. And we've got our actual closer here, who again looks quite decent. So that's excellent. He has been an all-star last season as well. We've got a left fielder here apparently who can pitch as well. So not the worst, you'd have to say, not the worst. We're going to have a quick look at the outfield side of things. Our catchers. Now this is where we struggled, wasn't it? We don't appear to have a good catcher. Definitely not. Wow. So the other guy was actually the good guy. That's a worry. Kiyomiya. Names will take a while. So he's got good power, but he's not too bad though. He's not too bad. Second base. Now we wanted to upgrade at second base, and I can maybe see why. Not fantastic. We've got Watanabe who can play second base as well. He almost looks, attribute-wise anyway, the better of the two. We have got Hiyashi here. Avoid strikeouts. He looks like he could be a leadoff man, potentially. He's not really quick enough though, is he? But good contact, avoids strikeouts. If he was quick, he'd be almost the perfect leadoff man. The third baseman is Kondo, and he actually doesn't have he is almost a leadoff man, isn't he? No power, but other than that, he's quite good. So that's a good man to have around. We have got Nomura, another third baseman, another guy that looks quite decent. Only 23 as well, so some room to grow with him. Hector Leon at the shortstop. Wow, look at that. An absolute defensive gem. And not too bad with the bat either. So he is potentially a star for us. So that's excellent to see. Left field. Yeah, we can probably do a little bit better than that, I would hope. Now, this is the guy that can pitch as well. Left field, I'm going to say, is potentially a weakness for us because, neither of those guys are fantastic. Another left fielder. Now, here we go. Now he's actually better as a right fielder, but liking what I see there. So that's positive. Sato in center field. Well, there's your leadoff man, isn't it? No power, no discipline, which is a bit of a surprise, or disappointment, maybe more than a surprise, but he is definitely going to be the leadoff man, I think, for us, and a good center fielder as well defensively. Hirata, good right fielder. So we do have a little bit to work with here, don't we? And Ota, not so much. So there we go. Now, again, I'm conscious of time, but let's have a quick look at the youth team here and see what we have. I just want to have a look at star ratings, really. All right, so we do have some potential here, potential closer. Potentially quite good, isn't he? Can we sort by potential so we're not wasting time here? Another center fielder, a Bulgarian, very, very quick. I don't think I've ever seen a Bulgarian before. Scouting discovery. So that's really cool, actually. We just ran players from random countries. First baseman here from Japan, looks okay. And there's no one else there that's a real star necessarily. Couple of youngsters though, so we'll give these guys a chance, if the time comes. But he looks and left field was a bit of a struggle for us too, wasn't it? So he might be someone we call in. Now, what are the rules in terms of foreign players? That's the other thing we'll have to check, isn't it? So if we just go and have a quick look here at rules, so there is a maximum of four foreigners and no more than 3 in any one position. So that's something I'll have to keep up in my mind, I guess. Active roster size is 29. There's no actual limit to the reserve roster or the second team roster. I don't know if that's the international complex, perhaps. But anyway, so that all looks fine. So we've got to remember 4 foreign players is our limit. But guys, that's going to do it for today. Let me know what you think of the Ham Fighters. It looks an interesting club. Team history. Is there anything here of note for us? Can we have a look at how they've done previously, I wonder? It's right there in front of me. So they've sort of 3rd, 4th, 5th. They've never really been And they've always been quite a few games back as well. So they've never really competed for the title or to get into the playoffs anyway. So this is a nice little project. Let me know what you guys think. I'm excited for this. It's a nice little project. We're going to have a look at the front office. We've got money to spend, free agents and extensions. Who's coming up for free agency? There's a whole bunch of stuff I haven't checked here yet, is there? Upcoming free agents, all players. So there's no one particularly major. 36, I think we'll probably just let him go. Yeah, so there's no one here particularly major that we have to worry about. And how many games have we got left to go here, I wonder? So there's still a little ways to go in this. Still a long way to go. Oh, there's still ages to go in the season. All right, so we could still turn this thing around. What are we, 15 games back? Is there a chance? Probably not. But guys, as I said, let me know what you think. I'm excited for this. I think there's a lot of potential here. I'm excited to have Kikuchi in the team. Of course, he was a bit of a flop for me at the Mariners, but look at that. Absolutely smashing Japan to pieces. I'm looking forward to this, guys. We'll be back next episode for our first game in charge. We will be playing this team, the Tokyo Yakult Swallows. Yeah, that's not where my mind should have gone there. But anyway, we'll be back to face the Swallows tomorrow, and or next episode should say, and I'm looking forward to it. If you enjoyed this, thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Take care.